Hi everyone. Long time no see. We had a summer. I think it was it's the first Argos community call after summer because of OS Fair also. So welcome back. Today we wanted to focus on what's coming in the midterm, not short term, but midterm. Due to our participation in the Raise Shoot project that has just started, we had the kickoff earlier this month. Raise Shoot is just a continuation of the Raise project, which is about connecting data sets with algorithms and creating experiments and giving these experiments that combine the algorithm data sets array identifier, an identifier as a whole collection. And at the core of the Raise platform is security. So the platform uses the concept of data visitation. So the data stay in one place instead of sharing it with colleagues via, I don't know, whatever means that we usually share data with. And that's because there's also big data involved. So that takes a lot of time and effort and also power, like high performance computing power. And instead of that, we collect the data and reuse the data from different sources and upload the algorithm to the platform and combine with the data sets we want to create an analysis and an experiment. So in short, that is the Raise project. The Raise Shoot comes as a continuation to provide more automation on these processes that the platform already supports. And our involvement there is, what you see here, is providing mass and actionable data management planning capabilities, and actually enhancing Argos and, of course, OpenCDMP software, which is underlying Argos. Argos is based on the software. Enhancing it to orchestrate the different activities that are going around when using Raise Shoot, the Raise platform. So one of the things that we are going to do is build more build more features, let's say, to support these automations and enhancing our APIs to be able to consume and also provide more information that is needed for the automations to take place. We're going to define user roles and permissions as we do with everyone that wants a custom tenant, Argos tenant, or custom OpenCDMP roles and permissions. And we are going to provide the workflows, define the workflows and specific actions and events that need to be taken into consideration in each step. We are taking the full life cycle that the platform supports as our basis, but focusing on data collection among all of them. So what we are doing is working on an application profile, so taking the DMP common standard from RDA as our basis and seeing what and how this can be used to capture all these activities and the interactions between them and people and services in Raise Shoot. That is a collection of different microservices. So Raise platform is consists of different services, and then information flows between them. So how are we going to make sure that these the metadata that we need are captured also in the machine actionable DMP is one of the questions that we are that we will be answering. And for that, we're working on the MADMP application profile extension. Another thing that we are going to do, oh yeah, I know why I did that. Because we are basically working on establishing a distribution. Distribution is different. Distribution is a different allocation. Every data set in the MADMP has a distribution. For now, the most common thing that we're using the distribution is for the repositories to say that this data set is distributed by this repository. But now we need to move also some steps before that, before the preservation, to understand what are the metadata and the information that we need to capture for the distribution that refers to the data collection, when data is collected, where it is collected, like similarly to the repository for preservation, where is the place to collect data set and store them, and what are the technical, let's say, and legal, actually, for security, how to say, the restrictions that we need to put and so on. Then next, we are working on creating statuses and adding semantics. So as part of the workflow, understanding where information comes from. Does it come from a data set that is already entering the Arrays platform through a sensor, for example, because we have these kinds of use cases. We have direct harvesting, let's say, ingestion of data set coming from instruments. Maybe a microscope, for example, since this is also one of the common use cases that Arrays is talking about. So is it coming from an instrument as part of the data collection? Is it been reused as part of, like, should we get it from another Arrays data provider? So these are the things. And then where does this information go? How is it stored in Arrays? How is it stored? With what attributions? With what licenses? And what PIDs before it goes to be analyzed? And then when it's analyzed, what collection PID it goes, it's combined with, and so on. So these kinds of workflows we want to understand, and then register events. So create events for the different statuses that the dataset and the algorithm are following in the Arrays platform. For example, when the DMP is agreed, for example, when the dataset is registered already with a PID, when the storage is already ready and provisioned for storing the dataset. So this kind of events we are currently exploring to define. And securing controlled access, I think I mentioned that before. What does the data, who is the data owner? The one that, for example, uploads the, or the algorithm, or let's say the one that uploads the algorithm, the one that, is it the platform itself? Like this roles and specific permissions, like what are they able to do, these people, these roles in the platform. For example, data steward might have only viewing Rights policy officer, sorry, might have only viewing rights, but also getting the evaluations if it's of any value, and so on. And you can see here, hopefully you can see how this looks like in our admin interface. And finally, we are extending our tools that comprise Argos with an engine that is a recommendation engine that provides suggestions of what's coming, what's based on the workflow, what's coming next. Is it now data has been collected, so what's next? So provides suggestions about what's the next step. Also a negotiation engine to keep human in the loop and accept specific actions from the statuses, as well as a workflow orchestrator that is to automate all these interactions. And I think that's it for me. And I wanted to show that because there have been several discussions in different fora that we are in regarding the workflows and automations. And this is something that everyone can benefit from once it's available on Argos and on the OpenCDMP software, of course. So you can also leverage these results, the raised suit results, to configure Argos tenants or OpenCDMP platform itself according to how you want this to be. Right. Any questions? Or any preliminary, let's say, thoughts on the use of it for your use cases? No. Maybe then we can show you the new features. But it's good to know also your feedback. Oh, sorry, Jose has a question. Can you review what DMP is and its application to OpenCDMP, formerly Argos? OpenCDMP is the software. Argos is the service provided by Opener using the software. So if you are using the software, you can call it whatever you want. Argos, Medias, I don't know, whatever. And the MADMP is the application profile. So it's a set of metadata fields, let's say, that capture the essence of the DMP. At the moment, the MADMP is about capturing the DMP title, the DMP collaborators, the data sets that the DMP is about with a title, a license, and so on. And what we want to do, going beyond the funders templates, let's say, that have a more abstract or not abstract, but more maybe abstract view of what the data management planning is and how it takes place. What we want to do is in the platform, we are using this platform that has several services, and we're using it to collect data, to analyze data, uploading our algorithms, to download maybe some data or algorithms. So because we are managing data in this platform, we want to use the MADMP to capture more information that is relevant to this platform. For example, we would like to know about data collection. What are the maybe the instrument that is used to collect data, or the method that is used to collect data, or going to the data analysis. We would like to know in the data analysis again how the what's the service that was used, what were the criteria and so on. So these things, some of these things are not captured at the current from the current MADMP as it is in RDA. Let me show you here. Oh, is this clear, Hussein? Okay, good. And I think there was a hand also.
Yes, by me, Elli. I am wondering a little bit more. So, in this race suite project that is coming, what kind of legal support in terms of data security are going to be in place?
Yeah, thanks, Julia. The platform uses blockchain and uses a synthetic data set generator, so that if there are sensitive data, we can analyze the synthetic version of them, for example. But I'm not the, let's say, expert on that area. I'm not involved in these activities. I'm happy to invite the people, if there's an interest, invite the relevant people to show us what RAISE is about and how it works. That would be actually interesting if you want.
Thank you.
Ellie, we also have not exactly a question, but in our shared document, it says it would be great to be able to upload the chosen templates for the descriptions. I tried to download a JSON file I had downloaded from Argos, but I have to update every description once I tried to upload it back. So,
can I say it also, because let
oh.
me. No, I see the document. Don't worry. Thank you. I just need to. Okay.
I can also write it here in the
Upload
chat if you prefer.
Yeah. You mean, Vivian, could you please elaborate, because there is the possibility to upload templates for descriptions to Argos, but you need to have permissions to do that. Because this is an administrator's, it's including the administrators and the tenant administrators toolkits. So
yeah, I can try to explain. Because I'm just a regular user, and I tried. What I did was I to test. I create a data management plan, add some descriptions, try to download the JSON file to see the structure, and then I add some information to that and try to upload it again. And that first I cannot update that DMP. It creates a new one, and it creates a new one with the title JSON. So it has the .json on the name of the title, but that's not a problem because it's easy to fix. But when you do that, for each description that you have, it asks you to, I think it's to add the template, because I had hoped that when I downloaded that description, it would come with the template, but it doesn't. So then I had to be click, 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 click for every description that I had added. I don't know if it makes sense. I might be
Could you?
doing it as well.
No. Could you? Is it possible for you to share your screen to show it to us?
I have to put everything in place because I'm not
Yeah.
logged in. So if you give
Yeah.
me 5 minutes, I can try.
Definitely. Yes, thank you. Because that might be relevant to and good actually for all of us to see and clarify. Any other question? Do you have any let's say any feedback? Is always, we are searching for feedback to improve the service. So please let us know what works, what doesn't for you, especially what doesn't. For example, many of you said that let me share my screen so that we can all see. Oh, where is my screen now? Here. So as you saw, we have a new we have a new interface. Yeah, we have a new look where we explain things more thoroughly, especially the new things that are there or are very soon to come. So let me log in. Show you. We also debugged heavily the login. So, because we received several tickets regarding that. So thank you for the tickets. Yeah. Now the process of logging in should be more smooth. Let me see. So what I wanted to say is maybe let me start a plan. A random one. Okay. There was a lot of demand to change this. When something is not when an option is not available through the API, then to change, they insert it manually, this pop-up. And we are currently refining that, and we will be releasing the new version in November, December. Anyway, it's the last release that we're going to have of the software before 2026. So that version will have this new and improved inserted manually pop-up screen, because that has been too much to ask about. And thank you again for all the comments regarding this, because that helps us prioritize what to tackle because there are a lot of things that need to be done performance-wise also. So this is very helpful to know what you would like us to prioritize. What else? If Vivian is ready, then I can hand it over. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Stop
ready.
sharing. Good.
Let's see if I can share here. Okay, so let me go over here and I'm going to import from file.
So where are you now?
So now I can cancel again, sorry.
Yeah.
So now everything's in front of it, so I can't see very well. But, cancel.
Your Argos, yes, and you
Yes,
go import.
and I'm going to start new plan because I
Mhm.
don't see, maybe there's a place to update, but I'm not sure.
Mhm.
If I go, let's see. So if I try to upload this one here,
Mhm. You should select the blueprint, yeah.
I should not, or
Yeah, you should. What is the for what organization are you? No, default, okay.
but it's this, see now it's asking for the model output for the template for each description. Because what I had done, it's like I had gathered all the information from the institutes and put in in a sheet, and I had run a script to create the JSON for myself for the upload. But then I have to go one and one, and so
Yeah.
my wish would be that this when we download, because I download the JSON file to have the information that I need, that this would also be included in that JSON file. I could upload this information as well. And then I saw the XML file has the information, but then I can't upload XML. At least I couldn't. It was giving me error.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for this. That's true, because here is import for the plan, the whole plan. And it would be nice, as you say, to pre-populate, let's say, these things from what it finds.
Yeah.
Okay, I will let's discuss that with the technical team, because it's a nice enhancement. Thank you, Vivian, and apologies for the struggle.
No, I mean, thank you very much for the job that you guys do it. And I know that sometimes when you develop something, you do in a certain way, and then somebody else comes and do another way, and then
Yeah.
it don't work.
Nice. Okay, and nice to see that you're using the import function. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, we are creating templates and making it easier and faster. But yeah, that one is just a bit extra work that would be nice to avoid.
Right. Is there any? Where am I now? Oh, I lost you. Okay, now I'm again. Anything else that you would like to clarify or ask for enhancements, as Vivian did? No. Any particular request for the next meeting that you would like to discuss more on specific issues or topics around data management planning?
I can think about something. I was just wondering, is it possible for users to create their own template? Because yeah.
It is. You need access though.
Okay, but do people can have access easily, or there are certain conditions? Because we could discuss that maybe in the next community call. I don't know how complicated it is, but yeah.
Let's show it. Yeah, let's have a let's add it in the list of topics that we can discuss. Yeah, definitely. There's Jose in the chat. Could we see Raise plus OpenCDMP in action? When it's ready, for sure. We'll make sure that you can see it. But for now, no, it's something that we wanted to share with you to know that it's coming. Race and Dataverse. Yeah, we have a plugin for Dataverse. Let me see. We can show it if you want next month, but it's just instead of using Zenodo, using Dataverse. So just changing the where we get the out where we send the output to, basically. And you can find actually this plugin available on our GitHub. The documentation that is let me see here. Maybe if Maria has it ready, my colleague Maria can paste it because I have too many things open at the moment. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Not to double, right? Yeah, not to double the work for sure. Maybe we can. Where is that?
Ellie, can you repeat what you need to
The
show?
documentation of the OpenCDMP,
Yes, one minute, please.
the wiki that we have
Mm-hmm.
with available plugins. What did I want to search now? I wanted to search something to show you regarding this. Yeah.
Here is the documentation.
Yeah. And I found exactly, thank you. And I also found this that gives a nice overview of what has been developed lately. Some things again, because it's on Argos. Argos is delivered according to opener needs. For example, opener does not need to assess fairness of the data sets that the DMP has. But the software supports this. And if you want to have a template that you want to assess, for example, either it is against the FAIR principle or against the DMP criteria for evaluation, like the rubric, the Science Europe rubric, or whatever that is that you want to evaluate the DMP against, you can see that we have the mechanism to support you in configuring this and doing this. Right. I think regarding Vivian's actually question, we have this nice module. Again, Maria will need your help to add the link in the chat for the info pack for the tenant admins, where you can see what are the extra features that you have while being an admin and what you can do to customize Argos space for your needs. Let me see what else. Maybe I can actually show you a demo of how the evaluator looks like since I mentioned it. Let me share my screen. It's that one. Yep. Okay, let's see. That's the one. I need to find a good plan, and I wasn't ready for that. Let me stop sharing until I found it first, and then I show you how the evaluator looks like. Okay. I found it. So let's say that I have this plan which has different descriptions, right? And I can see the different, it's not only authors, we're changing that, the terminology, to reflect the different roles that we have in the data management planning process. And you go to evaluation, evaluate, and then you select what to evaluate. Oops, sorry. That was my bad. And then I evaluate it with example to check if it's machine actionable. And now it shows me which parts I should focus on. And I can see, I can make evaluations as many times as I want. And we keep the logs. I can see what changed and what didn't. From version 2, for example, to version 3. Yeah. So that's the evaluator. Let me stop sharing again. The sun is attacking me. Okay. I think that's it from me. It would be good if next time we also had a round table of understanding different perspectives of how Argos is used or how the platform is used. So, for example, we just saw Vivian. It's very nice to know that the import file is used and how it's used. Probably someone else can show, like if they have a tenant on Argos, like how the tenant looks like and the different services that it comes with instead of Zenodo, for example. So that's also very nice to share this experience, let's say, with everyone. Okay. I don't like talking alone. So if there's not anything else, I don't want to keep you also in this call.
Thank you, Ellie. I'm jumping in. It was interested to understand how the new developments in Argos are happening also via the project. So the fact that there is a new interest in in developing a new part of the workflow and to try to automatize a little bit the process. Because my understanding when I speak with the researcher is that there is still a lot of learning curve to understand what kind of data should be part of the DMP and what is actually the support that is with this platform. So it's also interesting the fact that we are trying to connect with the physical infrastructures to understand what kind of data can be shared and not shared. And probably one thing that we can suggest to the pilot of this project is if it's possible to have some guidance for small and big projects. Because, for example, I understand the idea of having this data twin when there are such big projects and big collaborators around Europe. But when the projects are small, like most of the researchers in the institutions have, what is the real impact of adding so many data there that maybe as a researcher we have collected, but we have many bias or we are not sure how we have collected this data. So what could be the real reuse of this data? So I do believe that one of the barriers in reusing the data is also the fact that as researchers we are not fully trained in understanding, in saying, maybe in writing in the metadata, this is good for reuse or development in a second project or something like that. I see also a contribution here in the chat from Jose. I can read it.
I said thanks for this reflections, Julia. Maybe we can have, I think we should have every 6 months one Argos community call dedicated to the struggles of data management planning, but not platform related, like concept wise, like how things change, like what should we do, like how we can address this as a therapy session for all of us that are working on the data management, creating data management plans and supporting our researchers. Yeah. Okay. We can do that. Good. Action noted. Calling automated. Now I read the chat. Calling automated evaluation MADMP, short for machine automated. Machine actionable. No, MA is machine actionable. It's short for that. Isn't very clear, even for a computer science like myself, and I'm thinking of researchers focused on their data across diverse fields. At our foundation, we try to simplify acronyms to make them much easier to understand. This is just a suggestion to improve our understanding of technologies and their uses. Yes. So MADMP, Machine Actionable DMP, is used within the scientific community, and we use it to distinguish the extra possibilities that the Machine Actionable DMP can bring from the PDF that is traditionally what we have in our minds when we talk about DMPs. So MADMP is not the PDF. It's the JSON. It's the JSON that can be parsed and support any actions and even automations. It's one of them, but even more actions, provided that it has, this JSON has a nice and comprehensive view and capture of metadata that are needed for these actions to be performed. Nice. Is that clear, Jose, that we are talking about the JSON and the possibilities that it brings, not only for automations, but also for more actions to be performed when talking to other systems? Probably yes. Okay. Maybe so and so. Okay. Let's see. Any other questions or ideas? In my opinion, everything that involves computer terms should be translated, even uploading JSON or an XML file. You mean to the end user, Jose, not to... I guess I now understand that you're talking from the perspective of different people that have different familiarity, and yeah, I understand. Thank you. Yeah. Point taken. Right. Then yeah, exactly. Yeah, I understand. So this is, yeah, I understand. Okay. Great. We'll take that into consideration for our communication. Thank you, Jose. Now let's see. Next we meet in a month, so 26, is it? My release is true?
Yes,
Is it
Elli, it's on the
26?
26th of November.
Okay. Okay, and then we have the last one in December, but not, of course, the 31st. Well, we can do it on the 17th for people that are available. And we can have a nice Christmas theme around the DMPs. Or JSON or XML, he understands, is this right or wrong? Presses button, the player says something is in there. Okay. Oh, I see. The evaluation was about the MADMP. The evaluation was about the MADMP because this is for the admins to know if what they do is, if they want machine action at the end, if this is, they did something to change. So this is why this evaluator is not currently available on Argos Product, but also, but only on our software instances, test instances, because it's a feature that we provide, but not to Argos for the moment. Okay. Well, thank you very much. That was very very good to have these clarifications and new actions for us to move things forward. Gracias. and talk to you next month.